Well, we need to talk a little bit about the Dogecoin $1 dream. And I've got some odds that we need to talk about when it comes to predictions over Dogecoin. And we need to look at what has kind of been happening in this crypto market. Note that there were on the 31st of July, $1 billion worth of long liquidations. What does that mean? The bulls are getting suppressed by short traders and people buying up these crypto markets. And Bitcoin's back down to 113 today. Ethereum's falling back to the $3,500 price level. Are we still on track for this Dogecoin rally and an altcoin season in general? And if we do have the altcoin season, can we actually realistically expect it to be possible for Dogecoin to get to that $1 price level? Let's talk a little bit about it in this video, guys. Please note, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing here is financial advice, but do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more crypto news and updates here at the Crypto Report if you enjoy the content. Let's hop right into it, guys. So today, yes, we are coming down a little bit for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And what we actually see is Bitcoin's holding up stronger than most altcoins today. If you do take a peek at Bitcoin dominance, we have been rallying up for Bitcoin dominance lately, but you did see the beginning of this weekly candle for Bitcoin dominance start to trickle down, hinting that maybe there's still a chance here for this particular breakdown to be the big move for altcoins to fall lower. The biggest problem right now that stands in Dogecoin and altcoins in general's way is really the Ethereum price, and just the sentiment for altcoins is focused on ETH. We have bounced off this level from our last weekly candle, but yesterday, where ETH was much higher at $3,700, we have fallen down overnight, and ETH is now again showing a little bit of weakness. Now, we still have 5 days and 10 hours left in this weekly candle. If we go out to the daily time frame, this is all within the realm of everything's fine, right? We could easily see a bounce here and continuation back up. But again, as I've been saying with a lot of these other coins that I've been talking about, I really do focus on Ethereum here. Now, as for Dogecoin in particular, we were looking at Shiba Inu yesterday. We look at Pepe quite a bit, but let's pull up Dogecoin as well, because we do like to talk about Dogecoin here on the channel. This is sitting at a critical level of support as well. And I would liken this level of Dogecoin at about 19.6 cents to this Ethereum level, right at about $3,500, let's call it. If Ethereum breaks through this level at $3,500, there is a chance that Dogecoin falls a little bit lower. Where could it fall to? Well, very easily to the bottom of these weekly candles over here, somewhere around this 15-cent level. But what about that dollar Doge? Let's talk a little bit more about it. Again, smash a like button for me, guys, and note that Dogecoin is ranked number 9 in the entire crypto market. One of the strongest meme coins, the strongest meme coin, as a matter of fact, in this entire space. And for a while, everybody was excited about Elon Musk and the Dogecoin partnership. Recently, with some of the political controversy, let's call it, with Elon, I think that narrative of people tying Dogecoin to Elon has actually fizzled out. And unfortunately for Doge, that was a very bullish catalyst when he was looked at with favor. Now, I think for Dogecoin holders, I think they still do look at Elon Musk with favor because of a few things. One, he says he wants to put Dogecoin on the moon and on Mars. Two, he also probably wants to use Doge as some kind of form of payment. When he actually makes the X platform into the Everything app and uses crypto as payment, Dogecoin would certainly be included in that mix, maybe even exclusively. You never know what Elon's going to do. He's kind of a wild card. So there is still a potential bullish narrative there, but I don't think it's much of the focus right now as it used to be. What the focus for us lately has been this kind of ETF approval. And when you talk about a $1 Doge, you got to know we're sitting at right about the 20-cent level right now. You're asking for a 5X for Dogecoin, okay? There's an ETF with a 74% chance. This is the poly market. This is where people make predictions about everything: the world, the economy, elections, you name it, culture, and yes, crypto. Here's a couple coins that are commonly getting predictions. Look at this. Got its own category. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and what other coin? Dogecoin. Clearly a very popular token, getting a very bullish prediction of a 74% chance of an approval for this ETF in 2025. And I believe we will see it. But also look right here. Dogecoin all-time high before 2026, only a 13% chance. What does this say? This says that people are right now betting that Dogecoin is not going to be able to achieve that previous all-time high. So what the heck does that mean for the price action? Well, if you look at the historical prices for Doge, you'll see that back in 2021, it got up to 57 cents. In fact, actually, it got quite a bit higher. It got up to like 70 or 80 cents. I don't know why it's not reflecting on this chart, but people are right now saying, according to the odds here on the poly market, there's only a 13% chance that Dogecoin is going to hit an all-time high before 2026. But in 2025, the Dogecoin ETF is going to be approved. Well, do these disagree with each other? Well, maybe potentially, but not entirely. What we really need, guys, in my opinion, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, but what we really need, guys, is we need Dogecoin to A, get this ETF, but B, and maybe most importantly, maybe it should have been A, is you need to find a move upward for Ethereum. If Ethereum cannot take a new all-time high, then Dogecoin would certainly struggle to do so as well, even if that ETF comes into existence. But what we've seen historically in these bull markets is that there is some sort of altcoin season that comes. Of course, you go to the 2020 and then the 2021 top. What happens towards the 2021 top when crypto starts to kind of peak out? And we ended up peaking out right here around October, November, December of 2021. This is the peak of the last bull market and the low for Bitcoin dominance. What does that mean? At some point, Bitcoin, after it rallies, starts to lose value compared to altcoins. In other words, Bitcoin still is going up or it's trading sideways, but altcoins start to roar and rally. But we have not seen that yet. We've had two significant moves for Bitcoin dominance to the downside. That was back in October, November 2024 when we did have kind of some semblance of an altcoin season, and right now. And those kind of correspond with, obviously, the Dogecoin price action as well. Now, obviously, in October and November of 2024, that rally for Dogecoin was a lot stronger than this rally has been for Dogecoin. That being said, this was a decent little rally we had for Dogecoin from June to, July, 35 days, a 100% gain. But it is not the same as this miraculous and wonderful 451% gain. But think about this. Dogecoin went 451% over 91 days. What if we get an altcoin season? Is it possible for Dogecoin to go 491%, let's call it even 400% in just a short, 91 days? Well, we've got about 50 to 80 days left in this bull market. And that is, I say that, again, no financial advice there, guys, but historically speaking, the bull market lasts about 1,000 and something days. Here we are right now. It's about 1,070 days these bull markets last. We're currently at day 990. So we got about 80 days left, hypothetically, in this bull market, which means Dogecoin's got about 80 days left to do a 5X. Is it possible? I think it's possible, guys. I think it's possible. I mean, we've seen it. We just saw it in August to, December of 2024. Can we see it again in August to December of 2024? Well, we are in the month of August. Historically, though, August is a little bit more of a bearish month, so is September. It wasn't last August or September. The key, again, is going to be a true altcoin season. Now, we do have a Fed rate cut coming later this year, which is the catalyst for a altcoin season historically. Tie that in with the fact that the Dogecoin ETF could get approved in 2025. It's quite bullish, in my opinion. Now, you can trade these markets, guys. If you want to sign up for Blowfin or BitTuneX, you can trade Dogecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all your favorite cryptocurrencies. If you want to check it out, check the links out in the description down below to trade the volatility of these markets, because there's certainly a ton of it, guys. Look at all the chop that Dogecoin has had. Just look at the movers over the last 7 days. These are huge moves to the upside and some big moves to the downside. There's so much volatility for trading in these markets. I like to trade the bigger ones. Dogecoin is included in that. I think it's a fun one to trade. And as I look at the price action for Dogecoin right now, I want it to hold this level. But if Dogecoin does not hold this level, we could be set for a potential 22% move to the downside. And I think that happens if Ethereum loses this key level at about $3,500 and retraces back down to, maybe even the $3,000 price level. It could come back down to $2,300 by chance. How does that happen with the rate cuts coming up? I don't think that that's the more likely scenario. With rate cuts coming up, I think the likely scenario is that we kind of have that breakout. Because again, we are at that moment where this bull market should technically be winding down and we're waiting for an altcoin season. What's the true catalyst for an altcoin season historically? It's the rate cuts. Those are coming. I still think a dollar Dogecoin is possible. In fact, I think it could go maybe even higher than that. I don't think a 5x is out of the question. Tie that into the ETF as well that's come for Doge, and it's still pretty exciting. It's difficult times right now for Dogecoin holders, but it's difficult times for all altcoin holders. You're really waiting on that big move for ETH. If you want to do some trading, check out Blowfin, check out Bit2Next, the affiliates in the links in the description down below with some deposit bonuses. If you want to check those out and take advantage of it, go ahead and do so. And continue to do your own research, my friends. Please note, again, I am not a financial advisor, but we love reporting on crypto news, and that's exactly what we'll do here at the Crypto Report. So subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I got 2 videos for you right here if you want to check it out. Until next time, folks, peace.